Hey everyone, Coach Jason here from Art of Flight Golf. Today we're going to be talking to you about 3 fundamental principles to help you start playing better golf today. They're going to be grip, stance, and posture. Let's talk about grip of the golf club, the only connection we have in order to hit the ball where we'd like it to go. I'm going to show you a proper grip today with this setup. We're going to set the club down square to our target line. Starting with our left hand, as you can see, I've laid it a little bit diagonally into my fingers, and that way I'm holding it not in my palm, but in my fingers. And I'm going to wrap my left hand up on top of it so the back pad of my left hand is up on top of the grip. And if you were to look straight down, you could see 2 knuckles on your left hand. From that point, we're going to bring our right hand, for us righties, this is a trail hand, we're going to bring that pretty much straight down into the fingers, whether you overlap or interlock your grip, either is okay, and you'll see that my thumb is going to sit into the pocket of my right hand as I wrap this up on top. And if I were to bring it up, this is the grip position that you should be able to see. Very neutral. That's going to help you start striking the ball better, controlling path and face. One of the things that you can do, helping you set up with the proper grip, is I just took a piece of tape here and put this straight up the golf shaft, square to the club face. I set my left hand on properly into my fingers, and I wrap my left hand up on top that I can see 2 knuckles. You'll see that my thumb on my left hand is to the right-hand side of the yellow tape. Then that's checkpoint 1. Then as I put my right hand on the club, again into my fingers, and I set my hand up on top, you'll notice that my right thumb is on the left-hand side of the yellow tape, all while keeping the face square. Those are 2 good checkpoints, and then you know you have a good grip to start. One of the things that you can check to see if you have your left hand in the proper grip position is once you take it and can see the 2 knuckles on your left hand by looking down, you can turn the club to the side. You should be able to take your back 3 fingers off and hold the club with the pad of your left hand and your index finger, like this. Now that we've got our grip established in a nice neutral position with our hands, let's talk about addressing the golf ball and the posture that we should create. First and foremost, we're going to talk about it from the side. What is an athletic golf posture to be set up? Number 1, what we want to do is have a little bit of flex in our knees. Not too much, and we certainly don't want to be locking our knees. We want to have a little bit of flex so our weight is over the balls or the mid part of our foot. You can see a little bit of flex in my knees, and you can notice here that I'm not stretching my back and arching it really hard by pushing my backside out. That's going to cause back problems and some stiffness. We want to have our hips feel like they're a little bit underneath us with a slight little bend in our knees. And if I were to just let my arms hang naturally in front of me, there's the position that my grip wants to be with my club. For me, that distance is about the width of a fist from my left thigh to the back of the golf club. This is a good athletic posture to start with. Now that we have that, we're going to address the ball in forward position. Set the club square down behind the ball. We're going to put our grip on that we just established, nice and neutral. We're going to get into that athletic posture, a little bit of bend in the knees, nice softly rounded back so that we're not arching our back too much. And then what you can notice here is my feet are about shoulder width apart. If we get ourselves too narrow, we can easily be knocked off balance left and right. If we get ourselves super wide, we can easily lose our balance forward and backward. So getting them about shoulder width apart is a good setup. I have the ball, as you can see, about right in the middle of my stance. I use these 2 sticks as a checkpoint. I have my target line where I'm trying to hit the ball, and then I have a ball position line. I'm using a wedge here right now, so I have it right in the middle of my stance, feet shoulder width apart. I put that nice neutral grip in place, nice and relaxed posture, and now I'm ready to make a golf swing. Quick little note as you move up through the golf bag from your wedge to your mid irons to your long irons. Remember our hand position at address. As you can see, my hands are not back where the ball is or behind the golf ball. I have them slightly ahead. My little checkpoint is that my left thumb is on the front of the golf ball at address. The only place that this doesn't apply as much is with the driver, which I'm going to show you next. Here's Here's one of the variables for stance and setup related to ball position as you move through your golf bag from the shortest clubs like your wedges all the way up to your driver. You saw me line up with this wedge very centered in my stance, target line, ball position line. As I move up through the bag to a 7-iron, I might decide that that ball position needs to move just a little bit slightly forward, maybe one ball. That's where I play it, but you might hear other advice on keeping the ball in the center. There's a little bit of variation there. It can be very personal. But once I start moving up into the woods, for instance, like a hybrid, I'm definitely going to want to move that ball a little bit farther forward. As you can see, it's starting to move closer to my left foot there. I also moved back away from the ball because we have a much longer golf club that we're dealing with. And finally, when it comes to a driver, we have to put a tee in the ground, tee it up, and now my ball position is going to move way up into the inside left of my front foot. And that's how you set up from wedge to driver. Hey guys, so we covered today grip, stance, posture, 3 core fundamentals in order to start hitting the golf ball a little bit better. Let's remember, golf is hard. The team here at Art of Flight Golf is here to help you along the path to better golf. We've got your back. Come on in and talk to us. We'll get you started to hitting the ball better and playing better golf today.